Championship Sunday at the Grand Slam of Curling here in beautiful Lake Tahoe. Started with 16 of the top men's curling teams on the planet. We're down to the final two, and it's a little bit of deja vu. Hi again, curling fans. Welcome to Ice Level. We're on the pregame show, counting down to first rocks at the Tahoe Blue Event Center. What a week it's been, but the cream always seems to rise to the top, and that's exactly what happened here once again. Team Dunstone versus Team Mouat, and if you're thinking, geez, this seems all too familiar, well, you're exactly right. This was the final in Nisku just a couple of weeks ago, and so let's dance again. And on the pregame show right now, Matty Dunstone dancing his way into the show. Matty, it is deja vu. Here we go again. How are you feeling on Championship Sunday? Once again, a third straight for you and your team.
Yeah, it feels great to show the consistency that we have. We're excited for this one because we probably had our worst game of the week in Nisku in the final. So we're excited to have a second crack at these guys. Throughout this slam, I think we've played a lot better than we did in the Nisku slam. So, we're probably feeling a little bit better than we did last time going into this final.
We're getting a bit of a light show here, which means we are getting close to practice. Any issues changing the flight? Will you book your flight to be after Championship Sunday moving forward?
No issues with the flights. We got those sorted out. From a booking standpoint, I'm not sure if we'll ever learn. But we'll look into that for Saskatoon, obviously. But yeah, it's all sorted out. Just a little extracurricular activity after the game last night.
You still are probably the hottest team on the planet against the number one ranked team on the planet. Those are your words from Nisku, not mine. What do you got to do to beat these guys?
Yeah, I don't think anything crazy. Obviously we got to take care of our stuff. You have to find a way to put relentless pressure on a team like that. It starts with winning angles battles early. You need to find a way to get them chasing you early in the end. If we can win those angles battles, put a little bit of pressure on Bruce, get him drawn against 3-4 hitting. If we can find hitting against 3-4, sorry. If we can find a way to do that, then you just got to find a way to get a miss. And when you do, you especially when we have hammer, you got to take advantage of that. Multiples are going to be hard to come by today. We know that. We got to find at least one or two deuces throughout this game to have a chance.
Is it draw to the button for the hammer once again? I believe it is. 2 undefeated teams. So I'll ask you again, how crucial is it, Matty?
Do you want me to lie to you this time? No, obviously it's big. I mean, to put what feels like a half point, 1 point on the board to start the game, obviously big. I mean, the stats speak for themselves when teams start with hammer. Everyone knows what their win percentages are. On the flip side, for us this week, we've given up deuce in the first end twice and won those games. So, I mean, yes, if we were to have hammer, great. If not, we also know how to win.
We'll leave it there because I know you're getting in the zone. Good luck today. I'll speak to you once again and try and come up with original questions on the Sportsnet pregame, Matty.
Thanks, Dev.
All right. Good luck today. Matt Dunstone and his team in a third straight Grand Slam of curling final. Won the first one, lost the second one, trying to be on the right side of the inch today. On the other side of the ledger, of course, Team Mouat, what a juggernaut, what a force. They found their way through the semifinal last night. They had to watch as Team Schwaller, there's no other way to put it, gave it away. And so Team Mouat is in this final, and Bruce Mouat is waiting in the wings, and he joins us on the pregame show right now. You guys are getting good at this choreograph, walking in. Perfect timing. Good morning, Bruce. Championship Sunday, how are you feeling?
Excited for another final. Always kind of get the bit of the goosebumps when it's a Sunday at a slam. So yeah, very excited to be playing.
You were the first one here. What are you thinking about when you come into the rink? You're looking out, you're visualizing. I'm sure you're thinking about how this game might go, but over to you on what is on your mind as you get ready for another title game.
I guess I just try and go about my normal routine. So went for a walk and a coffee this morning, came into the ice rink, watched the end of the military game there, and just trying to relax and enjoy the moments, I guess.
I said to Matty, I'm trying to come up with original questions for you guys because it is deja vu, back against Team Dunstone. He said they probably played their worst game all week in Nisku. What type of game are you expecting from them here today, because they have been playing at such a high level?
Yeah, we're expecting a battle. Like, we know corner, so they're all pretty much on top form. We know that we're going to have to play well. We probably got a few misses out of them that were a bit unexpected in Nisku, and we're not going to expect that today. We're going to expect them to make everything, and we're going to have to be on top form to beat them.
I see your team just off from us in the players' bench having a pre-game chat. You guys, when I watch you in these moments, seem so on the same page and so dialed in. Are there just some last things that you're going over in these conversations before you hit the ice?
Yeah, we just kind of go through what we've seen from the week, like with the stones that we've played, the stones that we've picked for the final. We talk about the good things, we talk about the not so good things, and we're trying to sharpen up on the things that haven't been our best. So yeah, we had a few blips in like 4, 5 and 6 yesterday, but 7 and 8 were really good to get across the line.
Off air, you were tying your shoelaces up, and they are rainbow shoelaces. Bruce, are they good luck? Tell us about them.
Yeah, I started wearing them just before the Olympics in 2022, and I've never gone back. Just kind of enjoy the pop of colour. It's annoying. I have to put the little lip over the shoelaces, so I don't actually get to show them. But it's a bit of me. It's a bit of who I am. So it's nice to have that.
All right, draw to the button for the hammer. How crucial is that going to be?
Yeah, it'll be crucial. Like we had to do it last time in Nisku, and we managed to get the hammer. So we're hoping for a repeat. I'm sure Matt's not, so it's going to be a bit of a battle. I remember like a couple of years ago, we both pinned it and then had to do a draw shot without sweepers, and then we both pretty much pinned it again to have a battle. So I'm sure like even the draw shot's going to be a battle because it's going to be such an important part of the game.
Brilliant stuff. Okay, Bruce, I know you want to you're just about getting onto the ice shortly, so good luck in the championship.
Cheers.
Bruce Mouat, seeming so at home on Championship Sunday. It really does feel like this team Mouat really has ascended to a position where when they get in these crucial games, they just put all the pressure on their opponent and find ways to win. They've done it time and time again. So we've heard from the skips. We're going to take a timeout, and on the other side of the break, we're going to dissect and get into the Military Invitational. What a great week for all of those competitors. It reached a conclusion just a short time ago, and we will talk to a couple of the curlers from the Military Invitational. Counting down to the men's slam final here in Lake Tahoe. We'll take a break, and we'll be back right after this. Welcome back inside the Tahoe Blue Event Center, Championship Sunday. What a week it's been. We've been talking all about the Military Invitational, the first time it's ever taken place at the Grand Slam of Curling. The round robin taking place at the Epic Curling Club down the road. The championship concluding just a second ago. Canada versus USA, just how you'd like it. And now joined by Quinn Gonzalez of the Team Navy out of the United States. Quinn, wonderful to see you again. Tell us a little bit about you for viewers tuning in here today.
Sure. Obviously, like you said, from the Navy curling team, went to the Naval Academy, graduated, started the Navy curling team there, and from there things have just kicked off into an unbelievable military curling atmosphere that I never would have dreamed of. So, been the thrill of a lifetime being here.
Wonderful to be meeting up again, because we did meet in Nashville. That's really how this all started. It led to you playing in the arena on Championship Sunday, taking on the Canadians. What was this all like for you?
If you had told me as a kid that I would get to play on Grand Slam ice while I was in juniors, I never would have believed you. Still don't even fully believe it, but it was absolutely incredible just to be in the arena, to walk on carpet when you're not sliding. It's just something I never thought would happen. So yeah, incredible experience.
You are so joyful, and it's wonderful to be talking to you on this really beautiful occasion. But you also put forward a great performance off the ice at the Grand Slam of Karaoke last night. All that said, the camaraderie, Quinn, we talk about it time and time again in curling. What has it been like with your fellow military personnel, the conversations, and the community?
Oh, they're such a blast, every single one of them. I mean, both on the Canadian side and the U.S. side, doesn't matter. We are ranked, doesn't matter right now. We're just having the time of our lives, sharing the game we love. So everyone instantly just snap your fingers and everyone gets along and is celebrating this incredible experience together. So couldn't ask for more.
The feeling I had about all of this was it took on so much more significance with the proximity to Veterans Day and Remembrance Day. Over to you for a word on that.
Sure. Obviously, I'm just getting started active duty, but we have a couple of veterans playing this week, and obviously just for all the veterans that have come before us to be a very well-run military unit and honoring them as best we can is truly special to get to do this at this time of the year.
You're first class, Quinn, and I always appreciate talking to you. Thanks for doing this, and congratulations on a great week of curling.
Thank you so much, Devin. This was amazing.
All right. Quinn Gonzalez, thank you so much. Here on the pregame show, they just took to the ice, off the ice a second ago, the game concluding. The Canadian team winning 10-5, and so we'll bring in Sergeant Chris Sarchand from Ontario. Chris, come on. Trevor. Okay, Trevor. Hey, here we go. Trevor, wonderful to meet you.
Very nice to meet
Hey,
you as well.
what has this all been like?
Oh, it's amazing. How the curling community just welcomed us here, and they spent time with us. They gave us a clinic, playing on the ice. Fantastic.
The significance of this, it strikes me that this game is being played in close proximity to Remembrance Day and Veterans Day. Tell me about what that all means to you, Trevor.
So playing with all the different military units and elements here, it brings a great sense of camaraderie. Everybody gets together, and this is the perfect time to do that because we're all trying to do the same thing, right? So being close to Remembrance Day, it's perfect.
Listen, I'm from Canada. I'm not going to hide the fact that the Canadians were taking on the Americans in the championship game. You guys put on a show here today. Take us through the game and your performance, because you were darn good.
Well, so we happens to be 4 pretty good curlers, and it showed we almost know what we were doing today. So the 3 guys that were throwing the rocks, myself, they kind of hid me at third. The other 3 guys just threw amazing, so it was a pretty easy game to do.
The sense I got is that you guys weren't going to miss this. You made the plans and got down here to play. What has this been like for you guys to make the trip down here and then on Championship Sunday play on the Grand Slam of Curling ice in this venue?
Yeah, it's just fantastic. So the first thing is a huge shout out to Kendra Lafleur, who is the chief official for military curling in Canada. She really helped us get here, and myself and Mick, we kind of started the boat, but it was her helping us get some funding, getting us down here, and we would have moved heaven and earth to get here. It was fantastic.
Can you tell us, Trevor, a little bit more about military curling in Canada? I think a lot of people watching may not be fully aware of all the great things you guys are doing.
So every base wing across Canada has like an intersection type curling league. And then military sports in Canada is broken into 4 regions. We have a Canada West region, Ontario, Quebec, and then the Maritimes or Atlantic Canada. And each of those regions has a regional championship. So we have like a base team that goes to that. And we're working our way with Kendra to maybe getting a national event in the next year or 2. So and there can be, 15, 16, 18 teams at intramural levels at each base across Canada.
If there's anything we can do to help, let us know, because I'll be there in a heartbeat. Hey, is there a moment throughout all of this that stands out to you over the week? I talked to Quinn about camaraderie, curling, team, all of that stuff. Is there a poignant moment to you'll take away from all of this?
100%. Having all the other military teams along the side, and when we were playing today, and when Sarah would make a double or something like that, be a good shot, and they're high-fiving, and they're there in the moment with us, even though they weren't on the ice, that was the moment.
Gives me goosebumps. More than just a game, the spirit of curling and community. Trevor, thanks for doing this on the pregame show.
Oh, thank you guys for having us.
Awesome. Safe travels back to Canada.
You as well.
All right. Trevor here, Team Canada wins the Military Invitational at the Grand Slam of Curling. As you can see it, talking to both of these gentlemen here and so many of the competitors, it took on a life of its own. Curling, friendship, camaraderie, and of course we thank all the military personnel for their service as we get ready for Veterans Day and Remembrance Day. We are going to take one last time out. And on the other side, we'll take a look at the playoff brackets to how we got to Championship Sunday, the men's final here in Lake Tahoe. We'll take a break and be back right after this. The energy and the intensity rising inside the Tahoe Blue Event Center as we count down to the men's championship final. If you're just joining us and thinking, wow, this feels a little familiar, well, you're exactly right. Team Dunstone and Team Mouat have found themselves in the championship game once again, and The second slam of the season just a couple of weeks ago in Nisku, Alberta. That was a men's final as well. So why don't we take a look at the men's playoff brackets to see how we got to this point, starting with the Elite Eight, the quarterfinals. There they are right there, the two teams getting ready. But let's look at the brackets right now. There they are. On the left side of your screen, you'll see Mouat versus McEwen. Mouat winning that quarterfinal. Team Schwaller beating Waddle in that quarterfinal. And so it was Mouat and Schwaller in the semifinal. Came down to last rock. Team Schwaller not able to execute. Mouat stealing victory from the jaws of defeat like they have so many times. So they're in to this final game. And on the right side, Team Dunstone in all-Canadian quarterfinal taking on Epping and winning that game decisively. Jacobs beating White. And then last night in the semifinal, Dunstone winning that semifinal to advance to the final. So that's where we are. Let's take a quick look at the women's side of things for how we got here to another repeat situation as well. It's going to be Team Homan versus Team Tirinzoni. There's a look at the pathway, the Elite Eight, the Final Four, and then Homan and Tirinzoni for a third time, if you can believe it. Team Homan winning the first two slams of the season, looking to make it a Grand Slam of curling hat trick. As the teams are just getting ready to start their practice here inside the Tahoe Blue Event Center. There they are. Dunstone, Mouat, the men's final, a rematch. Should be some great stuff here today. Enjoy it, curling fans. The game coming up.